They're racing the trotters, and Brian has gone into a bit of a skip. Very slow was Oak, and best down on the inside, Future Queen. But there's Brian coming through after being a bit tardy early, and it zipped through to be the leader. Over the outside, moving around them now is the Great Redeemer. Runs through to second. Oak has recovered pretty well after a slow getaway. That races to third after a gap then to Excite, and going to the tail of the field is Future Queen. They race their way round the turn out of the straight, and there's the Great Redeemer off stride. And this has left Brian well clear. It's up by about 8 or 10 lengths now. Oak running second. So perhaps the two slow ones, they're first and second as they rush into the back the first time. And they're 3 lengths in front of Excite third after a long gap now to the Great Redeemer. And well back and practically out of it is Future Queen. Into the back they run, and they go down inside the 2,000 metre mark, and Brian is left about 15 lengths clear. So Brian is well clear, this 3-year-old son of CR Commando. And down the back they run in the hands of Murray Edmonds. It's well clear. Running second, Oak, the mare by Monarchy. And making a bit of ground now, we've got around them Excite, a filly by Monarchy, and that races to third the outside. They were followed about 4 lengths back then by the next one is the Great Redeemer. It's a 2-year-old filly by Monarchy, and tailed right off at the moment the 3-year-old filly by Monarchy, and that's Future Queen. So 4 of these runners out of Monarchy, and as they race their way round the turn of the straight now for the first time, just over 1,400 metres left to run, and Brian is the leader. The only one of the race that's not by Monarchy. Brian is by CR Commando, and it leads them down through the straight, and it's about 10 or 12 lengths clear. Making up good ground now, running to second, Excite, and that's chasing the leader. They were followed about 8 lengths back then by Oak. After Oak then were followed 2 lengths back to Great Redeemer, and a long gate then to Future Queen. But round the turn they run, 1,100 metres left to travel, and Brian is the leader. And that's Brian well clear. It's up by 10 lengths. Running second as they go to the 1,000 metre pole is Excite, and they're 5 lengths in front of Oak. The Great Redeemer's trying to improve around that, and well back out of it is Future Queen. Down the back they run. A little over 800 metres left to travel, and the leader Brian, and they're not coming, or they're not closing the gap. He's well clear. If anything, he's extended the margin. He must be about 20 lengths in front now, and the Great Redeemer's gone round the outside of Excite. Oak is under pressure and a long way back then to Future Queen, but with 600 left to travel, and Brian brings them out of the back straight, still 20 lengths in front, and they were followed by Excite, and over the outside the Great Redeemer, 5 lengths back Oak, but down the side they run, and it's Brian up by 15 lengths now, and the other two are gradually closing, but they're not really looking likely at this stage. Brian is well clear and onto the home corner, and Brian and Murray Edmonds here around the bend. It's well clear, and the son of CR Commando is 8 or 10 lengths in front, running second, the Great Redeemer, and they were followed further back then by Excite, and further back then to Oak, but down the straight they run. The leader still has a 10 lengths margin, and Brian is going to be a bit too good down towards the post, and Brian has raced away, and it's won up by about 8 lengths here. Brian, an easy winner of the first. Second home was the Great Redeemer, and Excite just held third. Oak finished the race off nicely down on the inside after looking a well-beaten horse at the 800, and they were followed after a long gap then to Future Queen. Never recovered after that early mistake.